In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a workshop funnel inside of GoHighLevel that you can run every single month with literally step-by-step how to build each page in GoHighLevel's builder and how to build the automation and everything step by step. So check it out.
So for example, you want to create a workshop on how you use AI in your business, you can use this funnel to promote a low ticket workshop every single month to run to your email list, to your social media to get a few sales and try to upsell them into your high ticket program. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to GoHighLevel, we're going to go to sites, create a new funnel from blank, and we're going to call it the workshop funnel. We're going to create it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to model this workshop funnel from Takimura because I think the layout is really nice. So you have the information on the left, the video, and then you have the registration on the right. Then it's going to lead to a sales page where you have the information on the left and the checkout on the right. Then he has an application. So what type of business are you? And then he has a thank you page, okay, with the link to add to your calendar, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to create the pages. So number one, registration page. So we're going to do the registration or, yeah. So we're going to add, so we're going to create from blank. And what I'm going to do here is, so add a full width section, add a row, and we're going to add a logo at the top. So we're going to add an image. And this image, generally what I do is I use the logo of the, so let's go ahead and find, so generally what I do, let me just save this. And we're going to go back. And when you go to settings in your business profile, you're going to have a logo in here. I don't have any right now, so what I'm going to do is just copy this image address. We're going to go back and edit, and we're going to use this image address in here. Okay, so next up we have a title. Okay, so we need to have, so here the workshop starts in, and we're going to do 3 dots. What I want to do as well is make sure that this page is laid out the way I want. So I like to have like we can keep the background white. I generally like to have a very light background like this. Yep, perfect. And the workshop starts in. Perfect. And then what I want to do is create a countdown. So what we need to do is just go back, go to marketing, countdown timer, and let's just remove this one. And we're going to create a new timer, and we're going to call it the, so first let's select, I like this one. Okay, continue with this template. Fixed. We're going to say this is workshop is going to happen on the 17th at 6, so that's 6 a.m. We're going to say 18, so 6 p.m. Confirm, and the time zone is going to be Europe, Madrid. Okay, so we can put this after, we can change it later. So the counter font, we can keep it in inter, corner radius. So we're going to do black. This is going to be like this, and the background color is going to be white. Okay. So we're going to save this, and we're going to name it the workshop timer. Save. And basically, when we go back to the funnel, now to the workshop funnel, we can add this on the page. So let me just add a new element, and here on the left you have countdown timer, and boom, just like that we have the countdown timer. Okay, so I need to change the background as well to be gray, Actually, I think what I want to do is put this in black. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So background, black. We're gonna change the logo to be upload. Marketing logo. Can use SVG as well. I like SVG because this way it's oops, not the right one. It's fine. I'm just going to upload this PNG. All right, so we have this. Then this color needs to be white, bold color, white. The workshop starts in, and then we will reverse these colors. So because this is black, we need to turn the timer around. So workshop timer, styling. The background needs to be black. Perfect. And now this is going to be white. This is going to be white. Circle animation color. This is going to be white. I don't know if I like this at all. Let's just do the reverse. Boom, 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 and then the circle is going to be white. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Counter. Color. Yeah, and circle label color, we're going to put white as well. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's just move forward. Doesn't matter, it's just a color. So workshop funnel, let's go back here. So now we have the beginning created in here. So we have the workshop starts in 7 hours. And then what we need to do is to add a new full width. We're going to turn this into a 2-column row. We're going to have the video, and then we're going to have the register now. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the video in here. So this is where we're going to add the video, and then here we're going to add a new form that we need to create. So let's just save this, and we're going to go into sites, form, and then we're going to create, I think I want to use this one because it's going to be very similar. Yep. So we're going to do duplicate, and we're going to do workshop form. So what I want, so the masterclass form has no background. What I want for this one is actually to have a background so we can have like this slight shadow around. So we are going to go to the styles and options. And where is this background? We're going to do this in white. And we're going to do advanced shadow. I just want the shadow to be everywhere. Spread 1, 2, and we're going to do like this. Blur, corner radius. Yep, better when it's not too much. I think I want to add a little bit more spacing on each side. So where do we do this? Border, corner radius. 20, 20, and what I want is to have a register now. Here at the top, we're going to use pop-ins. We're going to put this in 30. We're going to put this in 700. So this is the font size, and this is the boldness of the font. So register now, looking good to me. So and then we're going to change this to save my seat. We're going to save this, and now we have the workshop form ready to go on the funnel. So let's go back to funnels, workshop funnel, edit. And now we can select the form to be the workshop funnel, okay? What I like to do on this is you can see as the more content you add on here, the more it's going to go down. So the pink one is the column. So we have two columns here. As you can see, both of them are pink. The blue one is the row, and the green one is the section. So if we look here, you can add a section, which is full width, wide, medium, small. Then you have the row, which is the columns, basically. And the row is blue and the columns are pink. So you can have like multiple up to 6 columns. And then you have the different elements in orange that go into the different columns. Okay, just want to show you how it works. And then when we go to the pink here and the content spacing, I like to put everything to left so it stays at the top regardless of how much content we have. What we're going to do now is actually, as we scroll, as you can see on this page, we want to keep this on the right, okay? So let me just add more stuff here, and then we can do that. So here we're going to remove this, so it is at the same line. And then we're going to add a subheadline. We're going to do left. We're going to we're gonna remove this here. We're gonna remove this here. Yes, better. Okay, so live workshop. One thing we can do as well is the typography. I like to have pop-ins for my headline, and I like to have Montserrat or Roboto for my text. Okay, so let's just put this in here. The text color, we're going to use dark, we're going to call it. So it's not black, but it's dark. And we're going to use the same for this. And I will need to change. Let's just keep it black. Let's keep it simple. All right, so live workshop. So then we have the title of the workshop. So we're going to add a headline. And style, we need to put it to the left. So we're going to do the headline of your workshop, and is using a trademark. Generally what I want, trademark symbol. I just come here and I copy this one. I think it's or we can say the title of your workshop. And then this, we want to put it much bigger. Maybe title of your workshop, this is going to be bold. And then we have a quick introduction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT to just write me a mockup for this. Oops. GPT, so please turn this text into a template I can plate with brackets to fill for any workshop. Okay, perfect. So we have exactly what we need in here. So the title of your workshop, let's just add this here. Big promise, call to action. So now we're going to add a paragraph, and this is going to use the content font that we have here. We want to put it aligning to the left, and we want this to be at least, I think, 24, just so it's easier to read. We want some spacing, and we're going to paste this in here. Big promise. Okay, it's because this is okay in this workshop. So this is what we're going to do. I'll show you result-based statement. Please make it generic to any niche health wealth relationships, not just make money. Okay. CTA button, clear transformation. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. All right, so let's go and do that. So perfect. So now we have this. Here's what we're going to cover. So we can add a subtitle in here. Add 20 at the top, 20 at the bottom, and we're going to put it to the left. Of course, it's going to be bold. And then I'm just going to duplicate this because I already have the framing. Oh, no, actually, we need to use a bullet list in here. So once again, we're going to put this to 24. We're going to choose an icon, which is going to be a check. I like this one, and we're going to put the color to green for the icon. Perfect. All right, so now we can do this. So we can do that. So every time there is a bullet point, I just hit enter and it adds the whatever, or we simplify. Okay, or we turn this into a weekly rhythm. Or to finally tap into core principle. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. Next, I'm going to have another headline in here. We use to okay, so here's what we're going to cover. So not this. Oh, it's probably this. We're going live on Zoom. So instead of a check mark, now we want a location. And I'm going to add this pin right there. City and time zone. Okay. Date and time, date and time, date and time. Perfect. So city, time zone, perfect. So now we have this. And we're going to have a text again. I think I want to turn this one. Going live on Zoom. So this needs to be 30, maybe. Maybe we can use the mic. Yep, I like this. Live workshop. Title of your workshop. We can put the color that we want in here. Actually, let's just keep it black. So this one, here's what we'll cover. List. Maybe we change this to check to the square to look more like it. Yep, perfect. We're going live on Zoom. I think I want this to be just black. Yep, perfect. And then finally, can't make it live. Can't make it live. This is going to be 30. And we're going to duplicate this. No worries. All right. Investment. So I'm going to duplicate this. Boom. Duplicate this. And we're going to do investment. Price. I'm going to say 100. No. I think we can remove this. Or maybe just add it on both sides. Let's do that. This is nice. This is nice. So let's just add it here. Perfect. Just add it here. I just like when everything is the same and it reads easily. And then we have bonuses. So let's just duplicate this thing down. Bonuses, and then duplicate this thing. Oh, actually, we need this all the way to the bottom. Oops. Bonuses, and then boom. Bonus number 1, bonus number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. And then we need this. And we're gonna have a call to action. Boom. If you're ready to big.com, just click the link below to join us. And we're gonna add a button. Button. We're gonna put the style to full width. And we're gonna say, save my seat. And we're gonna put this in 30. We're gonna do this in bold. And right arrow. Perfect. Save my seat. Perfect. And this needs to lead. So this button is going to go to scroll to elements, and we're going to scroll to the second column. Yep. Perfect. So now let's refresh, save this page and see what it looks like. So we have the workshop starts in, and we have the countdown. We have the video, live workshop, the title, but this part doesn't scroll. So what we need to do is a little bit of CSS, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So click on this form, go to styles, and click on CSS selector, and then custom CSS, and you paste this. And I believe this is position sticky top 0 pixel. I believe this is all we have to do in here. Let's see if it works. Nope. Okay, let me find how it works. All right, so I have the code. Now we need to do to the entire column. So let's just go ahead and do that. We're gonna select the column. We're gonna copy this, and then we're gonna paste this in here. And basically what it does here is it says the position needs to be sticky on the entire column. It's gonna start the scroll, like it's gonna keep the form or the column at the top, and the height of the column is 800 pixels. So let's go ahead and save and see if it works. All right. So now if we scroll, there we go. It stays to the right. And can't make it perfect. So now what we need to have is, as you can see, as a footer right here. So we're gonna do duplicate, boom. And instead of having this, we're gonna add a 3-part column. We need to have the logo at the very bottom in here. Then we have all rights reserved. So we're gonna do a paragraph. Let's just use, it doesn't need to be very big. So the color is going to be white. So what we can do here is, let's use the white one. Why is it not? Maybe it's this one. Copyright symbol. Okay, it's fine. All rights reserved, and this, instead of using 2025, what we can do is go to the custom values in here, and then right now, and we can select year. So this way it's always going to be updated to this year. And then what we can do is copy this, and we can add an element in here, which is going to be a text again, and then the color is going to be white, and we're going to do privacy policy and terms and conditions. I don't know why it's like this. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so let's make everything bold, and this, don't know why it's acting like this. Privacy policy, we're gonna do /privacy. We're gonna use in a new window, and it's gonna work. And finally, terms /terms, new window, save, done. So now we have this as a link, and what we can do here is just put this in white. So the links are going to be there, but they're going to be white. Okay, so we can save this. Now what this is going to do is, so we didn't select a page where this is going, so we're going to go to the next step, and the next step is going to build the checkout page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this funnel step in this funnel, so this way I don't have to recreate the entire thing from scratch, and all I have to do is just duplicate and then change the content in here. Okay, so this is going to be number 2 checkout page. So this one is going to be checkout. One thing I want to mention, so registration page is perfect, and then we have checkout page in here. So we have the slash checkout at the step, and then we can add variations for a split test. So I like to always have a clean path in here. So next up, we're going to create the checkout page. So we don't need this anymore. So we can keep it the same in here. I'm just going to simplify this. What you'll get. We can keep all of this. Perfect. And instead of having this in here, we are going to have a checkout. Order. Yep, one-step order. And I like to keep this simple. So what I'm going to do is, what does he say here? Purchase summary, workshop with Taki. We're gonna say register now. So hide company name. I like to keep this very simple. We're gonna, did we ask for the phone number? Yeah, we already asked. So we don't need this. We're gonna hide the shipping. And all we need is the payment. We don't need to enable cart, pricing information. It's not a recurring product. We don't have coupon codes. The button colors is going to be green to keep it consistent. And the style, we're going to put it to large or extra large. Yep, extra large works. So it fits the same flat color. Perfect. So that's all we need to do. And now we have the checkout page created. So what we need actually to make this work, because if I show you now, it is going to show us the page, but there is no product available. So what we need to do is, actually one thing I want to show you as well that's pretty cool. No, let's just do that first. So checkout page, what we need now is to actually add products to this page, and the products that are added to this page are automatically going to be added to this checkout, but we don't have any product. So what we need to do is to go to payments, products, and create a new product. So we're going to say workshop. The price is going to be 100. And we can save. And basically we have the workshop with a price of 100, and we can add this to the page. So let's go back to sites, workshop, checkout page, product, add a product, and workshop at 100, product name, workshop, perfect, save. And now when I show you the page, it is going to allow us to see the product, workshop at 100. There is no payment available because we did not integrate Stripe or PayPal or anything like that. So please go ahead and do that. What I don't like the way this looks, so I'm just going to remove it, and I'm going to replace it with a subheadline. So this register now needs to go, and we're going to do center, save your seat, complete order. Perfect. So let's save, and let's look at what this looks like. Save your seat. Perfect. Great. So if we want, what we can do is just add some arrows like this and this. Save your seat. Perfect. So people's attention is drawn here. Cool. So now what we need to do, if we wanted, we could add this step, but that's going to vary based on your business. What I want to do is really have this thank you page. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to have it a 3-step. So we're going to have number 3, thank you page. So 3, and we're gonna call it the confirmation page. Confirmation. And we are almost done. So we're gonna edit this. And now what I want to have here is an order confirmation. So we can do order confirmation, product, blah, 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 shipping detail, we hide because we don't have any. And over order heading, font, subheading, show total. Perfect. So I guess that's all we need. So what we can do, so the workshop starts in okay, and the workshop, we can say, we can remove all of this, and we can say you're in for the live so registration completed, and then we could add what does he have on the thank you page? Add this workshop to your calendar. So we could do something like this. I'm not sure how to do that. So there is a add event.com, I believe. Get your events on your calendar. So what you could do is use something like this, add your calendar, share events, and put it to your website. So this would be a tool that you could use. Share event, collect RSVP, 5 usage period. What is a usage period? Is a monthly period that starts on the day when you create an account and resets. Okay, so you guys would have to look into this. I'm not quite sure how that works, but that would be a tool that you could actually use for easily sharing your events and putting them onto your website. That's one way you would do it, and just embed the code in here. And basically all you would do it is add a code element and just paste the code that add event gave you to add the event to your website in here, and you would have the complete workshop funnel already done. And now what we can do is we can create, if we want to, an expired page. So let's go ahead and clone this, and what we can do is, actually I'm going to do this because we want the checkout. So the way we want it is you've missed the last workshop, but if you register, you can still get a copy of. So what we want is number 4, expired page, and then expired. Expired page, and that needs to be number 4. Just making sure, yep, confirmation page. And then what we can do when the countdown expires, then we can redirect people to this page. So let's just edit this page first, and the workshop, how does it say it? Oops, you've missed the live workshop. Limited bonuses. Okay, underline. We can use limited time only. Okay, so live workshop, full name. So what we can do is live workshop replay. Here's what you'll get. We're not going live. Investment, 100 lifetime access. Perfect. So live workshop replay, title of your workshop. Get the replay now. And then save. So now we have the full funnel, and we need to also add the product to this page because they need to be able to purchase it. So workshop at 100. And the last step we need to do is go back to marketing. Oops, I think there was an error. Please connect at least. Oh, yeah. Okay. So marketing, countdown timer. And now what we can do is active timer leads to. Okay, so we need to have, let's say, domain.com slash registration, and expired leads to expired. So that you would need to replace your domain name with the registration page, and when it expires, you have people actually be able to get the replay on here. So let's just make sure that this works. If we go to the workshop funnel, registration, this page is going to be /registration, and this page is going to be /expired. So when the countdown timer in here expires, then it is going to redirect to the expired page, and people can purchase the product directly from there. So this is where they're going to be redirected, and when they come here, oops, you've missed the live workshop, but if you register, you can still get a copy of the replay. Get the replay now, and they can buy. And if you connect Stripe, PayPal, whatever, they can purchase it right away. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you the funnel building process. Now, what you can do is actually go into the automation. Let me just show you a few automations you would want to create. So we can go to, where would we put this? Leads. We can create let's just create a workshop folder. So 5, workshop. we're going to create a new automation. We can select a recipe, but let me show you the recipe. So import from a campaign, replies to inbound WhatsApp. What we would want for this is just get people back to the checkout page. So we can start from scratch and we can say when someone, so the trigger is going to be a form submission, and the form is the workshop form. So workshop form submitted. We immediately send an email telling people subject, and we can have, if I can go back, live workshop. So let's go back to ChatGPT. We're gonna go to please write an email and SMS after someone register for the workshop to get them to the checkout page. Hi, converting post registration. You're in. One last step to confirm your spot. Perfect. Never need to reinvent the wheel with ChatGPT. Perfect. So let's just go ahead and do that. I like this one better. Preview text, we don't have this. Please use GoHighLevel custom values. Oh no, it's not GHL solution, GHL custom values. Just to show you guys how to use custom values, merge fields is here. Please use GHL custom values listed here. So this way our email is completely written, ready to go. And we can have the workshop title, the workshop date. Click here to complete the checkout. All right, sweet. So let's copy this. And then we can replace you're officially registered, can't wait to be live, but before we dive in, there's just one final step to confirm your seat and unlock all the bonuses, checkout, and here you can add the link, click here to complete the checkout. Boom, full replay. This is a paid workshops and seats are limited. Confirm your spot now. We can add the link. And here we can do custom values, account, owner, first name, account, last name. So this is the owner of the account. And email number one is done. And SMS, we can do the same. SMS, you're in. Now confirm your seat. Perfect. Save. And then workshop. So we can do one workshop registration. Boom. And this way you just have to edit these emails and people are going to receive the let's do after payment. Okay, let me show you how to do the after someone pay. So let's start from scratch to workshop purchase, and we're gonna do on purchase So we need to do payments. So payment received, and we're going to need to select the global product is the workshop, and then you can select the payment status is success. And if you have multiple prices, then this is where you would select the price. So right now we only have one payment, so workshop paid. So we can say $100 workshop success. And then we can send an email, and we're gonna have this. You're in, here's what happens next. Body, boom, boom. You're officially in for the workshop title, date, location. Oops. Bonuses, can't make it live, no problem. See you on the inside. I like it when it's spaced. Otherwise, we'll see you on the inside. And once again, I want to have the account owner, first name and last name here. We'll see you inside the workshop. Boom, boom, boom. Guess what's happened next? Optional to your calendar link. Perfect. So we have this email now, and then we have the SMS. Boom. SMS. Paste. What's your email? Perfect. So, and then we could use a reminder sequence, blah, 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 blah. But for now, it's going to be good enough for this. So actually, let me show you. I think it's going to be pretty cool to show you. So let's go 3, workshop, reminders. Okay. So what we're going to do here is going to be pretty cool. Let's just create a reminder sequence, 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's before live. It's perfect. Three-part reminder sequence. Okay, so we decided that the let's just go back, and when someone purchases here, we're going to actually add them to workflow, add to a workflow, and this is going to be workshop reminders, add to workshop reminders workflow, save action. So now every time someone purchases, they're going to be added automatically to this third reminder. And what we do here is set event start date. So we want to have a specific date and time. And we choose, I believe it was the 17 at 6 p.m. So you would just put your 6 p.m. here. You would just put the date of your workshop, and it's going to create an event here at the date of your workshop. And then what we can do is we can automate 24 hours before. So we can do a wait step, and we're going to use event appointment time. So now we set an event for this automation on the 17 at 6 p.m. So we're going to wait to the event 1 day before and we're going to now send an email one day before, which is going to be 24 hours left. Your workshop starts tomorrow, and boom, boom. Just a quick reminder, your workshop starts tomorrow. We'll send you a link 1 hour before. Your bonus are also ready. If you haven't checked them, here's where you can get them. And what I'm going to do is, because I just find myself just always doing it, account owner first name, account owner last name. We're gonna do this, and we're going to ask ChatGPT to please always sign off with instead of perfect. So this way it's going to rewrite these emails for me, and I will have this. So we don't need to have it on the SMS, so we're gonna do SMS and SMS, boom. Quick reminder, tomorrow is the day. We'll send you the link 1 hour before, boom. And then 2 hours before, so what we can do is just copy. So this is wait 1 day before event. Copy all actions from here. And what we can do here is copy all actions from here. So this is going to be 2 hours before the event. So 2 hours before the event. And this one is going to be 15 minutes before the event. Okay, so we're live in 2 hours. Don't miss this. Boom, boom. We can format this. We're live in 2 hours, your time zone. See you soon. And then the SMS. Done. And then we have the email for the 2 hour. We're about join here, grab your seat, workshop time zone list. I think we can simplify this. Join here, boom, save, and SMS. Boom, 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 and save. And now we have the reminders to be added here, and we could also send the replay sequence. So you would create another or replay. Let's build replay sequence after. Let's build a replay sequence. Perfect is the replay sequence. Deliver the replay sequence. Reinforce value and bonuses within 24 hours. Create urgency. Okay. Okay, so what we can do, watch the replay, access your bonuses. I mean, you know the gist of this, but now what we can do is have the replay sequence. And if what we would do actually for the replay, I would create another price in the product, in the workshop, 100. And I would add another price, replay at 100, 1 time 100, so workshop and the replay. So now on the funnel, on the workshop, instead of having the product here, I'm just going to remove this, delete. We're going to have the replay instead. Workshop, replay. So we can say workshop replay. And now in the automation for the workshop, when we create the workflow, actually, let me just duplicate this workflow and we're going to name it number 4. Purchase the replay. We have to change this to replay. And then we will be able to send the link. This is not what this was intended for, so replay plus bonus access. This is just after the workshop, if you want to send an email to all the people who registered. I think this is more like a newsletter thing, but this way you know how to do that. And when someone purchases the replay, now you can deliver the link to them as well. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.